Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another members-only group flight, the 52nd members-only group flight. It's the 21st of April 2024, 34 minutes past 8 in the evening here in the UK. We're back in XP12, and of course, it wouldn't be a group flight without me taking the ZIBO mod 737. We are in Brazil, our second ever group flight in Brazil, and it was about time we actually flew into and out of Victor Charlie Papa, the three-letter IATA code for the unofficial Alpaca Airways. Here we are in Brazil. Nice routing along the east coast. We're actually starting here in Group 2 in Campinas Viracopos, my best Brazilian, and then we're going to be flying to Florianópolis Aeroporto, flying to around 55 minutes. Crossfire, so some of you are starting with me here, Victor Charlie Papa, and the other group starting in Florianópolis. Now, I tried something a little bit different with this stream setup. I actually have published this as a YouTube members stream, so I think this way you guys get notified, and I can already see I've got about 40 people watching. It's a lot more than I usually get in for the group flight to start, so I don't know, question for all of you, did you get a notification about this stream? All members should have been notified about it, so hopefully it's something to get some of you watching a few more of these, because it's a way I can communicate with you a lot clearer, so it's great to see here. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. We've got Victor Charlie Papa 650 over here. We have some other people taking part, I think, in the event here. The response for ATC was fantastic, so I think we've got at least ground and tower at the two airports and en route ATC there. We're really happy to accommodate the group flight again. Great, it was good, fantastic that some of you got notified here, which is good. So hopefully I'll keep publishing that way then. We've got Alpaca 784 9 Alpha Kilo. I think that'll be Andy. There's myself. Alpaca 5 Whiskey 2 Alpha Mike. Great turnout this month. Alpaca 5 Tango Bravo 5 Charlie X-Ray 2 Victor Foxtrots here, 13 Victor. We've got Alpacas and Bella Air Europe on top of each other. That's Alpaca 62 Echo, and we've got a big boy Qatar there. I don't think we've got an A350 Alpaca Airways skin, but was that a 7.8? I'm not so sure. Yeah, it's a 7.8. Yes, I must try this Horizon Sim 7.8 at some point. But yeah, great to see a great turnout as well. We'll look out for everyone else coming in from the other direction from Florianópolis on the way in. And this is just stock scenery with Ortho. I did see there was someone shared a free airport software for this, but I feel the stock airports in X-Plane are so good, I'm quite happy to sometimes just take them. Excellent. Aaron Hewitt, thanks for the 7 months, buddy. Hello, Captain. I'm so happy to hear that you become a training captain. Best of luck. Yes, thank you very much for all the kind words, both in Discord and on the stream yesterday and the community posts on YouTube. Yeah, I'm an LTC now. Unbelievable. Doesn't quite feel right still, but yeah, I'm training on the real aircraft now as well, which is really good fun. Aaron, a friend of mine, lives in Florianópolis. It looks a really cool place. Yeah, that's awesome. I've never heard of the place before until the start of this stream. Rory, I'm glad you got notified as well. That's fantastic news. Great to see you here. In fact, I'll make sure I publish them as YouTube members only streams, so you guys get notified, because what I did previously was do it as unlisted, and that doesn't send any notifications. All it does is if you're in the Discord and you get the ping, so it's the only way that you guys will hear about it as well. Flying Water, you're in Alpaca 12. That's fantastic to hear. Thank you once again for taking part in another group flight. You've taken in quite a few of these now, which is really good news. Excellent. Right, we'll jump into the cockpit here, get everything set up as well. I'll turn up the radio so we can hear you guys talking in the background as well. Andy M71, great to see you here. Yes, I can notify you that I was duly notified, so I did receive the notification. Yeah, I'll make sure I do that in the future as well. Awesome. So yeah, as usual, I'll try in the cruise I'll have more time to chat with you guys, but it's a little less hustle and bustle as opposed to a normal stream as well. Yeah, Nightbot doesn't work still, listening even during these streams. It has no clue I'm streaming if it's a members only stream by the looks of it as well. Andy, sadly the freeway airport scenery is required. Exactly. That was shared in the members only group flight here, and I haven't got any of the libraries installed, and some of them aren't even updated for X-Plane 12, so I generally stick with default airports in X-Plane nowadays. Brendan, you must have really impressed them for them to offer you a position of Tier E instead of asking other LTCs to take it. Well, yes, to be a Tier E, to apply for a Tier E, you needed to either be a TRI or an ex-instructor coming back, or an LTC. So yeah, it's not sort of a hierarchy of periods. But to be a Tier E, you have to be both a TRI and LTC before you can be offered Tier E, but you only need one of those positions to apply for the role. Cool, so batteries on, GPU's on the bus. We'll turn up the music in the sim now. Electric hydraulic pumps are on. Landing gear lever is down. We have 6 green lights. We'll then check all the aircraft documentation. Latest version of the ZIBO mod, which I installed this afternoon. And again, I've been very busy all day. I haven't had a chance to do a test sector, but all the ortho is working. The airport's looking pretty flat at both of them as well. Aaron, unfortunately, I can't fly right now. The only computer I have is my work laptop, and they wouldn't appreciate my flight simming on it. So don't get yourself in trouble. Excellent. Well, sorry to hear you couldn't take part. I hope you can get onto your other computer, or get another computer to take part in the group flight at some point as well. Excellent. Let's do the fault and fire tests. They are down there. Fault test, fault APU detector and op, master caution overheat detector. Fire test, fire warning lights, engine overheat, wheel well 2. I've got this fly with lure Reality XP set up now, so it is going to be a brighter cockpit, which is good. Hopefully they'll fix that in the future as well. Let me just tune or turn up ATC here so we can have a listen in. So we've got Tower 118250 dealing with departures out of here. So I'm going to have a little listen in to the ATC. Perfect. That can be armed. Just turn on ATC slightly. Let's grab the profile for this flight. So it's under fuel weight and balance, airside services. There we are. So load OFP. 6 tons. Let's take an extra 30 minutes because these group flights can get quite busy. So 6 tons is the minimum of the operational flight plan. Oops, I forgot to copy that across, but oh no, I'll need to. Yeah, hold on, I need to get the operational flight plan, guys, downloaded. Because I'm so used to, I've been using Microsoft Flight Sim, and SimBrief OFP syncs with the tablets. I haven't actually downloaded it into the PDF for Avitab on for this one. So let me just grab that now. So SimBrief, my flight plan. View PDF, download PDF. Charts. Perfect. So I've just saved that now. So what we're going to do is take 7.2 tons of fuel. Perfect. Activate, which starts. Oh, why is it disconnecting the air bridge? Oh, that's annoying. Well, okay, we'll have to jump. So yeah, I've got the operational flight plan here now. There we go. So you can see 6 tons, I've taken 7.2, 30 minutes, there we are. Brendan, how long is the sector? About an hour long, for about 55 minutes. Oh yes, I forgot the cleaners. Incredibly loud, we'll do that. Good, so that's started the fueling, the loading of the passengers. We'll leave the seatbelt sign off until the refueling is complete. And do the cargo fire test down here. Forward aft. Fire warning light, getting very dim with the cockpit lighting. Config checked, rudder and head on trim, it's 3 and 0. That's all checked here. Voice recorder's on. So loud, these cleaners. IRS to nav. And the circuit breakers are in. That's with the door closed. Safety inspection check is complete. List of it. TRE, TRIs and LTs and other tasteful bits of alphabetic. So yes, we do love an acronym in aviation. Steve, be a novelty to see you flying the ZIBO and be able to see instrument screens before sunset. Yeah, let's see how we get on today, because we are live time, live weather, and it is a sunset flight. As I said, the Reality XP plugin does help. Let's see how we get on today. Right, let's grab the ATIS. And then we'll go back over to the frequency. So we're in Sierra Bravo Kilo Papa 127825. That's that very recognisable ATIS voice. So runway 33 for departure for us.
Advise on initial contact. You'll have information alpha.
Information alpha.
Ground flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Seatbelt sign on then.
Viracopos International Airport, ATIS information Alpha 1900 Zulu. West calm.
Calm, Cav OK.
Temperature 29er. 2.12. Altimeter 1017. Transition level 85, departure runway 33. Arrival runway 33. Expect RMP X-ray. Advise on initial contact.
There you go.
You have information Alpha.
We can't get better than calm winds in Cav OK. Oh, Atis is wrong. He's clearing from runway 5 on a pseudo 1 Alpha. Interesting. Okay. So I need to update the Atis. Whoops. And I was told it would be a copter SID on the planning. Well, we'll just have to go with whatever they give us. Yeah, we'll have a listen out then. So no confirmation bias, but we'll see what other people are getting cleared on. But I'll take your words for it, Andy. Take your word for it, Andy. Everyone's pronunciation's far better than me. Number 3 for clearance. I think it's just Tower, unfortunately. He's going to be busy. Sierra Bravo. Oh no, we can request a flight plan because I've done the sim brief sync. Request. Don't think anyone's put taxiing out yet, are they? Not yet. Should be some people going out. Oh no! Alpaca 784's already at the whole point. Alpaca 784. I've got my list here. That's it's Gabrielle, literally the first one out of here. Alpaca 5 Tango Bravo as well. Taxi up to there. That's Lord Robson. It's in the order of the group flight. Very good. And who's that that's just pushed in the Airbus? And the OG flight deck to sim livery from 5 years ago. Alpaca 5 Whiskey. Very, very cool. Cool. Alright then. Well, if they're departing off runway 15 by the looks of it then. So departure, runway 15. And an Asuda 1 Alpha. Ooh, what transition is this going to be? Let's have a little look at Navigraph here. Via Sofsea. There we go. Perfect, let's execute that. He's going to be alpacalypsed by the sounds of it. Well, it's the busiest, the quickest boarding I've ever heard. Right, I'll just select the arrivals as well. I think it'll be runway 32 there. So we're going to do. Oh, we're going to be doing an RMP approach, guys. No ILSs on runway 32, but it's definitely favouring 32 in Florianópolis. Is there one there departing? I should think they're doing 32. Let's do the RMP approach then. The Pubis 1 Bravo. Interesting star name, and I don't know what transition this will be via Epcon. There we go. Execute. Performance, 0 fuel weights in, 55.7, which is what we're expecting. 55.7, 152 passengers. Reserves are 6 tons. Cost index is. Oh no, what have I done? What have I put? What have I read? That was 6. I don't know. 3.1. 30. Cruising at 36,000 feet. Execute. Out constraint at 942. We'll look at that later. Top of climb wind is 247 at 40. Top of climb ISA is at plus 11. It's very warm here. Out constraint 942. Why is that? 70 above. I guess that's leaving us a bit high. Yeah, it's leaving us 400 feet high, no problem. What I'll do, I'll put 220 knots or below there. That should hopefully stop it from moaning. Perfect. That's all done. Now I have no performance data for Campinas Viracopos, wherever we are. So let's just have a look at the runway length. Bear in mind it's 27 degrees. Oh, what's up to the chart? There we go. Oh, 3,200 metres, that's fine. I'm sure full, let's go full, we're quite light. Full 22k should be more than enough for 3,200 metres. We never guesstimate when it comes to performance, but I don't have any accurate data. Trims in, 6 units. Speeds 37, 37, 43. And that's set on the MCP. Oh no, I know what I forgot to start the checklist. Perfect. So just a couple of things we would have done already. Check the oxygen. Good, that's checked. Light test. Perfect. legs, and the pedestal down there has been checked as well. And I'm just going to repeat the fault fire test there, otherwise it won't satisfy the checklist response. There we go. Yes, Steve. What is a VDM approach? Oh, what is that again? Have I done one on a stream before? It's something we don't see in Europe. Is it to do something? I don't know if it's a North-South America term or something. Not sure. Domino Mosina, Captain, will you do the approach briefing like the one I showed you? Yes, the one on Instagram. That did make me chuckle, actually. No. Oh, professional. That's really funny. Right, FMC's all loaded before it's done, overhead panel. Good, so we take a little bit of extra fuel. Yaw dampers on, nav transfer display switch is normal auto. Fuel 4 pumps, check the cross feed valve. Bright, dim, bright, off. That's all set. Window heat on. Trim air, packs auto. With it being 28 degrees outside, we'd be feeling the warmth, so I'll start the APU, get the APU bleed on ASAP. Flight directors are on. Runway QDM then, for taking off from runway 15 is going to be the reciprocal of what I have set, so 149. 149. 149. And before the stream I set the VOR active at the airfield, which is 112.0, I think. So that's active, box 1 and 2. Auto brake to RTO. Reset fuel flow. Legs, takeoff page. Trim sets. All good down here. Cool. I love it. I love whoever that was. Said destination airport. I like that. I like that. Quote, VDM-based navigation is a novel approach to autonomous navigation that improves the estimation of a navigation states under normal and GNSS denied flights. Wonderful. Is it like some sort of old school form of navigation? But did you see that? Oh, in the FMC, are those the options? Yeah, I'll say VOR. I think this is just how the FMC defines VOR approaches. But our FMCs literally say VOR, not VDM. So I think there's just a difference there.
It's Alpaca 7 Hotel Mike Stand at Bravo 12.
Perfect. Well, whilst we're due out in 10 minutes, we'll start our checklist.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
Perfect. Just do the before start checks for line.
Before start checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear
Some nice
pins.
cool air in here.
Light test.
Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Yaw damper.
On.
Yeah,
Nav
that's
transfer
so
and
dim
display
still.
switches.
Normal and auto.
Fuel.
Sorry, I just realised the chart's wrong. So fuel, I actually need that back up for a second. We require a minimum for this sector, 6 tons. We have 7.2 on board, an extra 30 minutes flight time.
Check.
And 4 pumps on.
Fuel pumps.
4 pumps on.
Cabin util IFE galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Fasten belts.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Air conditioning.
Takes
Busy,
auto.
busy.
Leads on.
Pressurization.
So I was listening to the clearance. Pressurization on packs auto, bleeds on, and
Set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab
Look
trim
how dim
cutout
it is.
switches.
Normal.
Wheel well
That's a
firewall.
massive bright red
Check.
light.
Radios, radar and transponder.
So that's all.
Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
Is discussed.
PA.
Discussed.
Complete.
Complete.
FMC CDU.
That's all set. So we always just verify we've got the correct pages. PF has the takeoff page and the legs.
Set.
N1 and
this side.
IAS bunks.
N1 and IIS auto. V-speed set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Performance, weight and balance.
Is
Checked.
EFB.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Phones.
Off.
Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Closed.
Doors.
what on earth was
Closed.
that?
Passengers.
seated.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Excellent, so that's everything done. We're down 7 minutes. We just need to breathe the taxi in Sid. So 5 Victor Victor. It's ready for departure. 5 Tango Bravo. 1 3 Victor taxiing out as well. Very busy. Great turnout this week, guys. I don't do PAs anymore. Right, whilst we just wait for our clearance. So we're going to taxi from stand. I think we're on 04 Charlie here, guys. Just get my little plane icon on, look. There we are. Well, Charlie 04. Push back however he'll like us to be pushed. Hopefully out via Kilo 1, we'll go full length via Hotel for runway 15. And the SID now, we're expecting something slightly different, wasn't it? Suda 1 Alpha, wasn't it? So SID... Suda 1 Alpha, that was it, from runway 15, and that's going to take us via, what transition was it? Soft C? Yeah, Soft C transition. Did I change that in the FMC already? I did. So yeah, that's what he's just been cleared on, and we're all going that way. So it's an RNAV SID, runway 15. Look, it's literally no information apart from just the tracks and distances in the FMC. So straight ahead to a pseudo at or above 3,000, and then it's going to come at a right turn to a pseudo. Kilo Papa 141, above 7,000 but below flight level 90. It's quite a tight height actually. I think it's to do with, is it Sao Paulo's quite near? Airspace restrictions 142, 110 above, and then 170 below at Kilo Papa 137. So what I'll do, well, I've already preset 90 as the initial stop level. So that's it. We've covered the taxi and SID. We'll just grab the clearance when we can.
Ground to cockpit, two is driving up.
Ah, authentic. Oh look, it actually looks like he's driving down the road properly. It's a complete coincidence. That's actually quite cool. Sticking to the slots, I love it, guys. But if he wants you to go, it's fine. It's just to provide some structure to the group flight. When we started them, and then we got into lockdown, we had about 50-60 people taking up part. For the first few, we didn't have a slot system, and people were calling for push all at the same time. If you look at like the 3rd and 4th MOGFs, it's just a complete mess. So we said, right, we do need some slots here.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Perfect. Yeah, some of you guys have the Alpaca Canada livery on. If you can just does it randomly. There's 5 Tango Bravo getting his takeoff clearance. Nothing will ever beat the simplicity and richness of features of better pushback. Absolutely, listening. But hasn't the dev just announced that he's no longer updating it? It's just such a shame that the default sounds of VATSIM traffic. Oh yes, do ignore there's a bit of a lump here on this runway. From my ortho tile, I think, but the other airport's fine. Yeah, it's a shame that they're so quiet, because obviously this would be tremendously loud. They are much better, the traffic models in Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh, Brendan already started the flight on New Sky. I'm ahead of you. I'm ahead of you today. Yeah, it's going. All set up. I better get clearance and push. He's doing a good job though. One controller. We've had one controller before this amount of traffic and sort of crumple under the pressure. Oh, I really appreciate the time they give us. Sandy. Oh, the air bridge did attach. Matt said you got forced into my bush. I heard. No problem at all, buddy. It's fine.
Sorry, you're number 1. Alpaca 5 Tango Bravo, contact Cruise Center 126.750, bye-bye.
Let's pre-tune that next frequency. Tap. Everyone's getting in there.
You're still...
Domino Racing, have you lied to your engines? Yes. The assumed temperature is... That was brilliant. You have to share that in Discord. Domino Racing shared an Instagram page to me. Sent it to a Flight X Sim one. And it was like a meme where you put the assumed temperature and the engine was sort of crying like, why are you lying to me? Tau, hello, it's Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, stand Charlie 04, information Alpha, QNH 1017, departure clearance to Florianópolis, please.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, Campinas Viracopos, hello, boa tarde, number 3, stand by.
Perfect.
Alpaca 52 Victor Foxtrot taxi.
Oh, that's going to be hard with some other Alpaca 52s, 50 seconds. It's so quiet over this part of the airport. Yeah, I mean, you'd have all the noise and hustle and bustle.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, turn right onto Lima 1 and Delta 40.1.
It's cool, though, is it?
Lima 1, Delta 15, Alpaca to Alpha Mike.
So we're in the queue for clearance. Might be a little bit late on the slot.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor, raise copy. Sorry, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, raise copy. Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, ready to copy, go ahead. Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, you're cleared to Florianópolis, Farland, Toilet 360, runway 15, the 001 Alpha departure. Solid transition, squawk 4703.
That's a good job. Clearances, taxis, takeoffs. Just a little queue at the hold points.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo. Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, correct, report for push and start. Okay, well, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo. Alpaca 13 Victor, the wind is calm, runway 15, good to pick up.
I think runway 15 is preferred for departure here.
Alpaca 13 Victor.
Did get the ortho, didn't I? Yes, it did all install itself. Good.
Alpaca 5 Victor, Victor, after the departing at 8:20,
Keep looking at the other traffic. So Alpaca 13 Victor, is that a 321? Yes. There is a 1 Airbus, 2 Airbus. Yes, well done, Alpaca 7 Mike Hotel and 2 Alpha Mike. Yeah, okay, 50-50.
Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray, raise copy.
Yes.
Go ahead for Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray. Alpaca 5 Charlie
Lots of big
X-ray,
boys, what, 7.5s as well. We've got the 7.8 over there.
The runway is 15.
What's going on in the background? It's got like some music playing. No, Liam.
Squawking 4733, Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray. Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray, correct report for push and start. Foco, we're ready right now, Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray.
No.
Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray, your pushback and startup is approved to the last report for next.
Well, it's been a while since it's been late on a group flight. But yeah, you guys all turned up in your numbers. It's a good time for a group flight, really. Because people in Europe can still do it. It's not, well, it is getting a bit late. It's 10 o'clock for mainland Europe, 9 o'clock in the UK.
Requesting clearance to Florianópolis. Alpaca 4711, Campinas Viracopos, hello, boa tarde. You're number 2 on the queue, stand by.
Oh, and that means I'm number 1.
Alpaca 13 Victor, contact Curitiba Center 126.750, bye-bye.
Great job on the controllers.
All stations of this frequency 8 is information, Delta is now carried.
I updated it now.
Tower Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor, request taxi. Alpaca 3 Kilo
Cool, can see it.
Taxi via Mike, Lima 1, and Delta holding point, runway 15, the QNH 1.
See Alpaca 5 whiskey ready to go. Baby Bus 319, that'll be the tow list, won't it? Is that the only 319 you can get?
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, Airways, copy.
Ready to copy, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu.
52 Bravo Zulu, you are clear to Florianópolis as filed on flight level 360, runway 15, Dio Zulu 1 Alpha departure, service transition, squawk 4702.
We're cleared to Florianópolis, flight level 360 off runway 15. It's the Asuda 1 Alpha departure, Solvency transition, squawk 4702, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu.
Correct, report completion start.
Ready.
Campinas
Perfect, so 4502, flight level 360. So what I'm going to do is set 9-0, because that is the SID stop level, which we've been cleared on. Expecting 360 for cruise, and verify it's the Osodo 1 Alpha Solvency transition. Perfect. Oops, set 4. Yeah, that was a squawk, wasn't it, Brandon? 4702. That's what I wrote down and read back. 4702. Yeah, he's doing a great job, this controller.
And then turn left on Taxway Hotel, the holding point runway 15, the QNH 1017.
Fantastic job by this controller.
No problem, then right on Mike, Lima 1, holding point Delta, runway 15.
Mike Lima 1, holding point Delta 15, thank you very much, Alpaca 5 to Victor Foxtrot.
Alpaca 55 Victor, the runway 15 clear for takeoff.
We're not doing too, I think we'll be about 5 minutes late, so I'll get my clearance as soon as I get in.
Runway 15, Alpaca 5 Victor. Alpaca 7 Hotel Mike, line operate, runway 15.
He's doing a great job, isn't he?
Alpaca 7 Hotel Mike. Alpaca 47.
It's just alpacas, 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 alpacas.
Affirmative, raise copy, Alpaca 4711. 4711, you are cleared to Florianópolis as filed on file 340, runway 15, deals with the 1 Alpha departure from the transition.
Oh, crikey! Rook!
20. 10.
You didn't need to donate, sir, especially during a group flight. You already contribute monthly, thank you. $2 with a fist bump emoji. Thank you so much, very kind. Cheers, buddy. Alpaca 52 Bravo, Zulu stand Charlie 04, request push and start.
Grounded to cockpit, please show me where you wanted to go, sir. 52 Bravo Zulu. Let's see here. Your critical push should start with tail to the left. Actually, make that a tail to the right. Report for taxi.
Tail to the right, Wilco Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Is that tail to the right or tail to the left? I think that way. Tail to the... Yeah. No, that's to the left. I'm going to be blocking Andy. That's tail to the right. I can't deal with it. East or west, please. That's tail definitely to the right. Right, Andy, I'm going to make it sort of very short so you can still get out.
So is now connected.
That's your left, my left.
Please release parking brake.
Hold on, let's do the checklist. Below the line.
Before start checklist below the line.
No, that's tail to
air
the left.
conditioning pack.
Which one were you talking about? Is the street delayed?
Collision light. On. Parking brake.
Tail to the... It's going right.
Transponder.
That's your
Before
left.
start checklist complete.
How do I change it? Me to you. Chuckle for this. Oh, this is confusing. But I've never heard that. It must be a tail to the right. But I'm doing it. I'm gonna get told off.
Starting pushback now, and you may start your engine.
Yeah, it's just a tail to the... Oh, that's just... I've just ripped off the pitot tubes. Pitot tube and... alternate V2 tube and the angle attack sensor all ripped off the side of my plane. I'm just going to sort of do a straight push, and everyone's happy. Surely if I do a straight push, everyone's happy. Matt Edge, well Matt Edge is an Avatum controller, he doesn't know which way I know, that's a good sign. I'll just get ready to abandon it. Oh, a bit early with the fuel. N2 will pressure M1. Even the tug doesn't know. I'm gonna go that way. Look, tail's gone right.
Florianópolis is filed, Pursuit 1 Alpha transition flight level 360 from runway 15.
Oh dear.
And squawk 470.
Start it out, 2463, 2 stable. There's something for you.
Runway 15 cleared to take off Alpaca 7 Hotel Mike.
Sorry Andy, I'm blocking you. That'll do. Oh, no. Stop. N2, low pressure, N1. I said stop. Fuel in.
Operation completed. Please set parking brake. Connecting tow. Please stand by.
Okay, we've all left, haven't we?
4727.
Andy. Sorry.
Alpaca 52 Victor Foxtrot.
Alpaca 52 Victor Foxtrot.
Squawk 473.
Vivater. Start it out, entering engine number 1. 2463. 1 and 2 stable.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, running 15 on select. 9 Charlie, request push to start. Runway 15, Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike. 2 stations, Holly, who was the other one?
Flaps to 5. Flight controls. Full forward. Full back. Left. And right. Here comes the rudders. Full left and a full right. Yes, I fear the sunset's coming now. I mean, look how dim this all is. It should be bright, you know.
Signal on your left, sir. See you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you. I'm dandy. I'm doing this as quickly as possible without cheating.
Off.
Start switches.
Continuous.
Propeat.
On.
Control diving minutes.
Off.
Air conditioning.
Takes auto. Bleeds on.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Flaps.
Flaps 5 required and selected. Green light.
Stab train.
Set.
Start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Perfect. Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, request taxi. He's not even noticed. I'm probably facing the wrong way.
Alpaca 52 Rebel Zoo, are you able for intersection Alpha?
Intersection Alpha negative. I can do hotel. Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu.
Roger, taxi right onto Kilo 1, then taxiway Golf, and then hotel. QNH 1017.
Taxi right onto Kilo 1, Golf, and hold short hotel QNH 1017, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Yes, it was a bit tight, Alpha. Alpha's sort of all the way down here, look. So that's like halfway down the runway. I could have done it had I gone 26k with accurate performance data. What am I doing? Accurate performance data, but I don't have it. Right, clear left, clear right, config. Sorry, Andy. So first right Kilo, and then Golf, first left Golf, and then hotel. Oh, where am I going? Oh, where am I going? I was too busy looking at the chart. Definitely got the cockpit door open there. Yeah, it should be, Steve. Especially no, at night. That's an accurate assessment of what happens. Yes, it sounds like one of Europe's largest airlines. That boarding music. There we are. Like even the lights here are very dim, aren't they? Too much for the thrust there. Yeah, default airports look very smart, don't they? See if I can taxi to my left here in the external view, making a left turn 90 degrees. Look at that. Very smart sun setting as well.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor.
Cool, and this right takes us to hotel. Bit sporty there. 10 knots is fine. So Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor / Qatar is lining up. We've got 5 Charlie X-ray ahead of us. And we've got the 7552 Victor Foxtrot there as well. I can't speak Spanish, that's what we're saying. Why is there so much traffic here in Campinas Viracopos? Awesome. Right, 50 members watching. Hope you're all doing very well, guys. Thanks so much for popping in here. As I said, the reason you got a notification for this is actually I published it as a YouTube members stream, so you guys get notified as before I was doing it as an unlisted stream, which sends no notifications at all. It's purely reliant on me sending out links. I'm glad you all got the ping for it. There's how they push it back. Awesome. Great performance, that's him. Sorry, Portuguese, not Spanish. I forgot that they invaded by the Portuguese. Yeah, we'll edit that bit out. Batish, the pronunciation should be Viracopos. Viracopos. I'm glad I'm flying the other way because I can sort of say Florianópolis. Let's have a little look at the VATSIM map. Is it called Fat Spy or something? So many different VATSIM maps available. Yeah, busy in Europe as always on a weekend, and the US. But you can see our little mark on the virtual world. There we go. Look at that. There you are, down here still. Couple at the whole point. We're already crossing past, aren't we? Superb. There we all are. A few other aircraft, but oh well, I say a few, there's one. It isn't an Alpaca. Very cool. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm half watching and flying. I'm on the staff of Viracopos. Very cool. That guy James recommends his Atlas UK. Oh, cool. Stradicast, have you flown to Portugal in real life? Several times. Yeah, Faro by far the most times. I'll tell you how many times I've been to Faro. And Lisbon and Porto. Faro, I have flown into... Oh, it's just balmy. Well, I've been to Faro 44 times. 44 times. Last time was on Friday. There you go. This year, I've been twice. Itch It, Scratch It, thank you very much for your continued support, buddy. 53 months as a member. Hope you're doing very well. Thank you very much for popping in during this member stream. 4 years as a member. So Faro 44 times I've been there in real life. Lisbon I've been to 4 times. And Porto I think only once. No, twice. Twice to Porto. Oh, I'm not looking where I'm going. I can taxi forward. Too busy looking at my logbook. I wasn't blocking anyone, was I? Oh, someone's taking Alpha. Brave. If you live close to Faro, does the city name change to Nero? What was that? That's rubbish.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
Oh dear. Mark King, thanks buddy. 27 months. Great to join one of these again. Huge congrats to the news. Thank you very much, buddy. And glad you're taking part in the group flight again.
Let's see here. Right onto the apron, left on Mike, Lima 1 and Delta, holding point runway 15, QNH 1017.
Oh yes, sun's going to be setting.
Mike, Lima 1 and Delta, hold short runway 15, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor, contact Curitiba 126.1750, bye-bye.
126.750, great job, C2, Alpaca.
That was a great job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's been one of the best single controllers who's dealt with a huge amount of traffic. I mean, there was supposed to be 20 of us departing there. Right, I'm ready to line up, but we best do the before takeoff checklist. So we don't turn the transponder on yet for that reason, otherwise the other guy gets nuisance TAs on the ND, no audio, but this height.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Check.
Flaps.
Flaps 5 set, green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Takeoff briefing.
Pax on the bleeds on V speed set for departure, 37, 37, 43 on the MCP. The departure is the El Soldo 1 Alpha. We're going to climb straight ahead until we get to 3,000 feet, which is only 1,000 feet above the ground. Right turn to flight level 90. First waypoint is a pseudo. And MSA in our sector after departure is 5,400. We're already at 2,100, so we'll climb straight ahead to 6,000 feet. If we have any problems.
Reviewed.
Cabin.
Secured.
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
Thanks. Weather's fine, no times to affect us. Aircraft is good. Ready to go? That guy James, hope you're doing well. I think with the way my shifts have worked, I haven't caught you live since the last time you flew to Fearless 7-4. Crikey, was that a couple of months ago? We flew to St Helena, I think, in the middle of the Atlantic. Yeah, it was 2-3 months ago. Yeah, it's a lot. I do like flying that plane a lot. Yeah, I'm glad that guys, you've got to get this Fly with Lewis script for the cockpit lighting. So what I didn't have, I don't want to touch any of this here, so something I had off, which is affecting it recently, but it's much better. I mean, let's see what happens when it gets a bit darker, but this right now is actually okay.
Alpaca 5 Child X-ray, runway 15, clear to take off the wing is found.
Runway 15, clear to take off Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray.
There's Alpaca 5
650,
Charlie X-ray.
Party 4737, runway 15, line up away behind.
Line up away behind the departing traffic, Alpaca 650.
Oh, Alpaca 650. Oh, he's going for a cheeky little intersection. What aircraft is that? I think it's because it's the Phenom, but we're quite far away, so I don't think it's loaded in. Hafty, haven't seen you here for a while. Hope you're doing well. 45 months, just got in from my local, going to sit back and enjoy. Awesome, very, very nice. Thank you very much for popping in here. We had a lovely afternoon. What was your drink of choice? Haftel CYYZ. There's 5 Charlie actually blasting off. How much VATSIM's improved as well since we started using it. Don't forget to all you lucky people who are taking part in the group flight, 2 giveaways for everyone taking part in the group flight. We'll roll it after landing. Choices are Explain gift card, any voucher from any reputable flight sim store, or if you're from the UK, I have the option of giving you an Amazon gift card. There's the right turn at 3,000 feet, round they go.
Alpaca 5 Child X-ray, contact Curitiba 126.750, bye-bye.
6.750, bye-bye, Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray.
Awesome.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, stand Bravo 08, request push and start.
Alpaca 3 Kilo, push back and start, approved, call for taxi.
Push
second start approved, Wilco, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha.
Can't quite see that BizJet. Looks like a shark's tail. Should we have a look? They're going to definitely take off before we get anywhere near them. Oh, the sounds are just poor. TLDR. Was there a decent Phenom then available? I like how the call sign doesn't quite match the aircraft. There's 2 Phenoms, or is that just the model matching? Uh-oh, yeah, New Sky's not going to be happy with my late departure. No. No, due off block 24 minutes ago. It's going to be quiet now as well. Listen to me, I wonder if we had any participant that has been on every MOGF so far, apart from the captain. No, I don't think anyone has ever managed every MOGF. I think I'm the only person who's taken part in a MOGF. I have been there on every single one. Haven't missed one yet. Lee, behave yourself. Hope you're doing well, evening. Thanks for popping in. It's got very quiet. What's happened? The takeoffs were streaming out of here. But they have all of a sudden stopped. Is the controller still there?
Alpaca 650, the wind is calm, runway 15, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 15, Alpaca 650.
Looks a bit lumpy, doesn't it, the runway from here? My OBT was 2014 instead of 2006. Sorry, Andy. Mine was pushed back. Mine was pushed back. Oh, is that traffic over in Sao Paulo? Very low. Oh, his wheels have disappeared. Yeah, that thing will have no issue getting off in that distance. Oh, its wings have disappeared. Oh, crikey! He's up. Bon voyage, Alpaca 650. Yeah, it's the ortho tile that sort of lumped it a bit. Also, I found out what was causing, I don't know if you guys saw my last ZIBO stream, I was having replay issues. If I use the fix to flatten the runway, it messes up with the replay. Just the cockpit took off by the looks of it. Yeah, it's too far away on the camera. What's happened to the lining up and wait? The arrivals will be coming in soon. I probably got told to slow down. Oh, the suspense. I think 5-2 Victor Foxtrot was here before us. Oh! First arrival! Alpaca 30 Alpha Zulu!
Alpaca 30 Alpha Zulu, Campinas, hello, boa noite, you're clear to land runway 15,
That is Liam! Liam, you're the first arrival and you're the first departure.
Alpaca 52 Victor Foxtrot, do you have a visual of the A320 on final?
Is he going to drop the gear?
Alpaca 52 Victor Foxtrot, I believe AFM.
That's going to slow the departures now, and the arrivals start trickling in. Oh, there's the gear. Pop. Skittish, what was the lower script called? It's called... sorry. Reality XP Explain 12 Enhancer. Now, go check out Q8 Pilot's video on it. Talks about it and what settings to use. It is a must right now in Explain for the cockpit lighting. So if you look at my cockpit lighting, it's actually not bad. This is good, but without that, it isn't. You have to have this. mod. And I think it works for all aircraft. Don't apologise for asking either. Matachi, you had about 600 kilo. I have about 700 kilos before I am below my min takeoff fuel. Uh-oh. Yes, I explained. Does go this sort of mustard yellow colour around sunset. No pressure, Liam. Yeah, you would have been number one to the whole point and straight up airborne. So when I started the stream, you were pushing back from Florianópolis. An Airbus. Oh, that was a firm one. Down. Oh, it's a bit jerky on the old runners. That is all good. Very good centerline tracking. The 7.5 will be lining up. There we go. Everyone's moving forward in the queue. Oh, he's made the exit. Bit of a wingtip clearance issue though with Alpaca 23 Lima. Who's at the whole point. Nothing to see. Very good. Marcus, hope you're doing well. Good evening, Captain. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations with TRI. Thank you very much, Marcus. I've actually been a TRI for a while, but I've just got my role as LTC, Line Training Captain.
Alpaca 30 Alpha Zulu, welcome to Campinas Taxi.
Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. There's the 7.5. Domino Basin, that is your favourite. Hope they're not taking off. Have you got takeoff clearance? Did you get takeoff clearance? I don't think you got takeoff clearance. Maybe you did, and I didn't realise. I missed it if so. Well, they're definitely going, regardless. Liam, a bit firm, was it?
Alpaca 62 Echo, runway 15 on the way.
Yeah.
Line up and wait, runway 15, Alpaca 62 again. Sorry, Alpaca 62 Echo, hold position, Alpaca 52, brief Bravo Zulu, runway 15 on the way.
Runway 15 line of way, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. I can only apologise, 62 Echo. Was I here first? Here is 62 Echo. I feel a bit of...
the tower here is making me a little bit crazy.
Doing an awesome job. You poor guy. 62 Echo, I don't know who was here first. Oh dear, right, we've already done the flow, we did it a while back, so let's go.
Before takeoff checklist,
Below
below the line, MCP.
Did not give takeoff clearance.
Strobe lights. Landing lights.
Probably didn't realise.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Oh, can't. There's a rubbish lineup from me. Right, I haven't got my clearance yet, guys. There we go. Bit lumpy, the threshold. That'll do. Bit right. Centre line. We'll fix that during the takeoff roll. In fact, I think I'm rolling backwards slightly. There we are. Yeah, I'll leave on the brakes. Astro, evening, hour later, and only about to take off now. Yeah, we're very busy here. We had about, well, I don't know, how many departures from here? Around 20? Yeah, it was a really good turnout today. Really good turnout. Matash, by the way, you can't vacate Alpha. Ah, whoops. Liam, you need to contact the duty pilot. Who's this guy? SBFL 3. Oh, well, ooh, who's that? Someone else downwind on base. Or base will coming up. Alpaca 782. Having a look at the groups here. That's Domino Messina. There you are. In the Airbus. It's awesome, isn't it? Nah, loads of room. Yeah, well that plug-in is working really well. Look how good the cockpit lighting is actually fine. I'd say that's actually good. It's a must. Awesome. I don't know if they're coordinating with the approach controller, maybe to slow down some departures. Line up and wait for what is the question? The sun to go down, maybe? Brutal TT Spectre. Yeah, as I was saying, I think that tower is probably coordinating with the approach controller because the approach controller is dealing with arrivals, maybe for workload. I mean, I'm just speculating, of course. They've just slowed things down because things were getting away quite quickly earlier. There's another air. Oh, that's 5 Victor Fox just departed on the SID. The Pseudo 1 Alpha. It's a nice runway, deserves the time of the spotlight too, yes. Runway 15 clear takeoff, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. There we are, lights are on, check this complete. Togas! Let's go to Florianópolis. So engine stabilised, set takeoff thrust. Oh, timing before you guys start screaming at me. There we are, 94.2, takeoff thrust sets, indications normal. Oh, here we go, up. Check release full pressure. Arms off. Up we go. There's the band coming up. There we are.
Positive green.
Gears coming up. And true. Down now. Very nice. So 3,000 feet, it'll automatically command the turn to a pseudo.
1,000.
There's 3,000 feet, there's the right turn. We'll bug up after the tunnel, treat it like a bit of like an NADP-1 departure.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, contact quick center 126750 for line multi-joint.
126750, thanks to the excellent ATC, did a fantastic job. Potard. Perfect.
I'll get you in 1 minute.
So there we are, we'll bug up. That's not working on here. Bug up.
5-6 Mike, cleared. I left Zulu.
The standards. That's one. Just make sure you're accelerating a little bit first. So this controller's dealing with arrivals. Well, there's the loss of lift from the flap retraction. That's really nicely modelled.
Alpaca 32 Bravo, expected 01 Alpha arrival for runway 15.
Slow that nose a bit more. The flight director should be sort of down here, really. Yeah, sort of commanding too high a climb. Flaps up. Just going to explain, can't do that. Beautiful. Perfect. All nicely in trim. Command A. VNAV, passing 70 for flight level 90. After takeoff checklist. Oh, it's gone green now. Looks like a dirty fish tank in here. Diff pressure 2.2. Climbing. Release the crew. Set. Approaching 1 to go. So vertical speed 1000. Standard set passing 78 flight level 90. After takeoff checklist is complete. God, I took off wind churchill landing. No wind at all, look at that. Excuse me. Oops, forgot to turn the weather radar on though. Early in flight, I feel for the tower controller. If you are used to high traffic, if you are not used to high traffic loads, it can be very scary to have a plane on the runway whilst another one is getting close in the ILS. No, I can believe it as a fancy controller. He did an amazing job. It was really good. He's got most of the departures out, I think, before the arrivals start. Radar, hello, it's Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, approaching flight level 90 on the Pseudo 1 Alpha. Looking for me on his...
The left Alpha called, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, Zero.
AFM, hope you're doing well. We're on the Pseudo 1 Alpha, approaching flight level 90, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, hello, radar contact, climber restricted flight level 360.
Thousand to go.
Unrestricted climb flight level 360, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Get my teeth back in. So, 360, set, delete the restrictions, 12, VNAV, and passing 91, flight level 360. 360 is the cruise. Foot set there. What's the elevation? Our destination's got to be close to sea level. 360 is set once, twice, and cruise pace 3 times. 115. We are monitoring. And passing 102 to 360. Pre-cruise checks. Fuel 4 pumps. Lights. Logo is off, APU's off, pressurization 3.0. Climbing, set, reach passengers, recall, checks complete. On our way.
Alpaca 12, expect the Zero 1 Alpha arrival for runway 15.
That weather looks scary.
Runway 15,
It's actually painting on here. But it looks a bit there. The author looking very nice. Oops. Oh, accidentally paused him. Yeah, what a nice group flight. Yeah, it's been lovely, isn't it? Thanks for taking part, buddy. Nice sunset as well.
Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray, expect Focus 1 Bravo arrival, runway 32.
What's going on with the lighting?
Check the Focus 1 Bravo arrival, runway 32, Alpaca 5 Charlie X-ray.
These group flights are an hour and 10 minutes. It's just the right length, really. Even that doesn't look so bad now. There's not been any explain updates, no. Right, it's just the plug-in working well.
Curitiba aqui é na Alfa Max Zulu 002, queria saber se pode começar táxi a minha inscrição para a partida na 35 esquerda em Congonhas.
Super.
Alfa Max Zulu 002 já tinha autorizado, provavelmente alguém atropelou na frequência, está autorizado o táxi via Sierra, Quebec, posso esperar o meu que está na 35 esquerda aqui, né? 10, 09.
Táxi 35 esquerda, QNH 1019, Alfa Max Zulu 002.
Superb. Yeah, we always generally keep it around an hour, no more, an hour and a half really. I'd like to do an overload. We haven't done an overload for a while, so maybe for number 53 next month we could do an overload of some sorts. Oh, very short cruise, isn't it?
For Alpaca 3 Kilo, it's request descent. Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor, descent.
Unfortunately, the background and AFDS floodlighting does nothing. You can see it illuminating, but I'll turn it up now anyway. Brendan, you've been desperate for me to do a failure stream. Yes, I'll look into it.
Alpaca 32 Bravo, descend via the Tier 1 Alpha arrival for 7,000 feet, sorry. Good H1017.
I wonder what will fail first, you or the engines. Cheeky.
Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee, contact
Cheeky.
tower 118.25. Tower 118.25. Obrigado.
They are stressful. Well, I've survived 2 of them, just. Was the last one I couldn't get the nose gear down.
Alpaca 650, expect the Pubis 1
Had to pull
Bravo
the gear
arrival for
extension.
1832.
Landing gear extension. Landing flights still on the ground makes sense too that Alpaca would like to keep the alpacas around as long as possible. Finally home. I hope you get away soon, buddy.
650, turn left heading 180. Left turn heading 180, Alpaca 650.
There's 20,000 feet. Just quick check of the pressurization. 5.5.
No, we could actually use
Having
less,
sets. We'll reset this now.
like 200 would already be enough. 200 is fine, 650.
Cool. So we're doing the Pubis 1 Bravo arrival via Epcon for runway 32 and all the approaches onto 32
Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor, for sequencing turn
are non-precision, so we're going to do the RMP approach today.
160, Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor.
Don't know most of the 10 from you, Sky. You could be just saying that. How do we know? And I'm sure you did a great job.
119675, Alpaca 7 Hotel Mike. Thank you, goodbye. Negative 7 Hotel Mike, 119.65, sorry. 119650, apologies. 7 Hotel Mike. Yep, sorry, I moved up a little.
Everyone's apologising. sorry. Very British. Sorry. No, you got the wrong frequency. Sorry. I didn't mean to, sorry. Oh dear. Perfect. Oh, barrel on up to 360. There's some traffic over there, and I think we have crossing traffic. Well, the traffic on the clouds are very good. There's the contrails of someone. Oh no, that's who we're chasing. It's Alpaca 52 Victor Foxtrot, and Alpaca 650 is coming in the other direction. Very cool. Uh-oh, Skittish isn't logging the flight. Uh-oh. No bother, no problem.
And Alpaca 650, requesting back on track for direct Pubis. Alpaca 650, clear direct Pubis. Direct Pubis 650.
Awesome.
Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, continue to descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1014. 4,1014, Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike. Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike, contact flight on Apparatus Control 119.65. 119.65, great job, Alpaca 2 Alpha Mike.
Pre-set that frequency.
Thank you, Alpaca 3 Kilo Victor, turn right heading 330.
Something like that, Steve, wasn't it? So on short flights like this, when we do them on the real aircraft, guys, pilot flying for the sector would typically hand over control now in the climb. It's non-standard, and it sort of wouldn't usually happen on a normal flight, but it's recognised in the manual, and it does say, yeah, on short sectors it is acceptable for pilot flying to hand over control prior to the top of climb to start setting up, and also for pilot monitoring to start his paperwork as well, because PM has some paperwork to do which you don't see me doing during streams. Just turn AC down slightly. Things like we have a log, so log the sort of the the flight plan, so fuel and time checks, get the weather, put in fixed rings, things like that. So just do a lot of paperwork on the short sector.
Clear direct to Kilo Papa 104, Alpaca 696, request lower.
So 2 tons. There's the coast. Coastline of Brazil. All that lovely ortho I downloaded, you can barely see.
Down to 5,000 feet, 1017.
There's quite a lot of jungle down there, isn't there? Quite a lot of forest.
650, descend to fly level 100 for now. Descend to fly level 100 to Alpaca 650. Descend for Alpaca 3K Delta 2, can you confirm the engine? Heading was 330.
So we can sort of start setting up now anyway. 250 below 100. Oh, that was the climb page. That's let's get the winds in. QNH at our destination. That's Sasha, I think, flying Walnut. 25 degrees our destination. 1014 is the QNH.
7000 QNH 1014, I think. I'm sorry, 1017, Timber 1 Alpha.
Perfect. Fix rings in for very short. Be runway 32 there.
Alpha arrival, runway 15.
The wind.
Expect the Timber 1 Alpha arrival for runway 15. Alpaca 2, take the Lima.
108.
Alpaca 5, 2 Victor Foxtrot. Expect the Focus 1 Bravo arrival for the R&D runway 32.
What do they call it? Not what I called it. What's the arrival called?
Alpaca 5, 2 Victor Foxtrot. Expect the Focus 1 Bravo.
A pubis. A pubis. A pubis arrival. So that's what we're expecting, and that's the 7.5 ahead of us that got that clearance. Now this is the period where the lighting just goes to shot in X-Plane. You get mustard yellow clouds and extremely dark cockpits, but at least the screens are bright. Marcus, I have a question regarding packs and isolation valve during engine start. I've seen some operators on YouTube close the isolation valve after starting engine 2, then slip pack 2 on, and then start engine number 1. Ran out of letters. Is that normal procedures? Marcus, it's a fantastic question. Yeah, so that is the isolated pack engine start procedure, and we do that at my operator when we want conditioned air to the cabin. So if we have a look at the air conditioning panel, so the normal procedure is for engines, you turn off the packs, isolation valves open, and the APU bleed provides pressure to start the engines. Now, if it's really hot outside or really cold or whatever reason you want conditioned air in the cabin, you start engine number 2 first, and you do exactly as you described. What you do, you start engine number 2, you close the isolation valve, so that isolates both sides. You turn on the right pack. So what happens in this situation is engine number 2 is providing bleed air to the right pack, which is then providing conditioned air to the cabin. The APU bleed is then used to start engine number 1, and that pack stayed off. So it's just to provide some conditioned air a little bit earlier into the cabin, and we only do that really on a hot day, because what is going on here with the clouds? So yeah, it's just provide conditioned air to the cabin. I hope that makes sense. Some people might, Marcus, some operators might use it as standard SOP. Brendan, what's the most amount of sectors you've done? I'm sure around 6 or 8. If you've got a short flight, so most I've ever done is 4. Some bases, my operator do 6 sectors, very few. Most I've ever done is 4. And 4, I'd say it's sort of 25% 4 sector, 75% 2 sector. It really depends. Now I'm a trainer, my flying week coming up, where I am going to be line training is mostly 4 sectors. Tobacco sky. That's a bit better now. Now once it gets to night time, the lighting gets much better.
Alpaca 696 cleared ILS, runway 15, report established.
You're welcome, Marcus.
Alpaca 696 cleared ILS.
Flying Walnut, yep, Alpaca 12 given a lovely descent from top of descent to 7,000 feet. Awesome. Straight down.
696, effect area for the ILS, you are clear to descend with the procedure. Okay, Alpaca 696, roger. No worries. Brink, Alpaca 38 Echo, continue descent.
Approaching 360 anyway. There's the coastline coming up. I'm not even showing you the routing today. There we are, took off. There's Brazil. Over the sea, over the Atlantic. And, right onto the island of approach for Florianópolis. Looks like a really cool place to visit. Too dark. We're going to stop doing sunset flights. Scott L94, could you do another live stream which requires a packs off takeoff? Yeah, it's got a bleeds off takeoff, Scott. Yeah, I could look into that. This gives a little bit more performance from the engines. We turn the bleeds off and leave the AP bleed on, and that provides pressure to the left pack for takeoff, or some pressurization. I actually did one the other day for training. A guy had to do one as part of line training. You have to do one bleeds off takeoff prior to your line check. So I did one out of Faro the other day. We have to sort of choose where we do it. You don't want to do it in a busy airspace because you've got to be really careful reconfiguring the air conditioning panel. Now this sort of looks good. I mean, apart from the yellow, you can see where the sunset look, and the light's hitting the top of the clouds and not the bottom. That looks quite good. I mean, you wouldn't want to fly anywhere near this stuff either. It looks pretty sinister, but obviously the explainer not really modelling the turbulence or the convective effects of these sort of clouds. I mean, that's a big thunderstorm visually. Sorry, I've been busy airbusing. Unbelievable, Scott. Yes, you just turn it off, don't you, on the switch? It doesn't even turning the dome light make any difference. No, it's just too dark. But once the sun finally sets, the cockpit lighting's fine. Oh, Marcus, you used the tutorial. Very good. Yeah, Corfu is actually somewhere where you might need to do it. Especially in the summer when it's 30 degrees plus.
1 hour time, please. Alpaca 372 Echo, hello.
There we are, perfect. There's the cruise, only 80 miles till top of descent, so we've already got the winds in, fixed rings as well. We'll just get the weather. Use D80s for this. Florianópolis, information Charlie, 25 degrees, QNH is 1014, which we can preset. Runway 32, information Charlie, perfect. So weather we have. The arrival is going to be the Pubis arrival via Pubis. We're routing direct already. Direct to FL Foxtrot Lima 941 150 above. Foxtrot Lima 942. Bear in mind this keeps you a little bit high, this restriction. We've got 70 above, but I'll bring the speed back to 220 knots, and then we get to EPCON 4000 above, which checks in the FMC. Just use the plan section to step through. EPCON, which is on base leg, perfect. From there we're going to fly the RMP approach via the EPCON transition. So 4000 or above for CDA, Foxtrot Lima 989. So you can see it says 192 at my operator. We always put the first waypoint within 10 miles, 180 knots or below, just to prevent any high energy approach situation. Altitude constraint at 942. We know about that one. We have to comply with the 7,000 above, which would leave us a little bit high. So after Foxtrot Lima 989, 2,500, we then step down. Oh my goodness, step down to 1640. So this Maltese cross here, that's the final approach fix. And you can see the 3-degree path is programmed in the FMC afterwards, 3 degrees, which is what the aircraft will follow. So our descent point will be this. This will be the point at which we set the minimums, verify we have VNAV path and the speed window open. So we need to set the LNAV VNAV minima. Because it's LNAV VNAV minima, notice the minimums are what they call a DA, a decision altitude, as opposed to an MDA. So we can actually execute the missed approach at this height. In MDA you must not get below this, which is why we add 40 feet to that minima. This one we don't need to add 40 feet. 452 we can set straight away. Look at this weather. 452 is set. RVR required is 2,000 metres. Elevation sea level. In the event of a go around, I'll push go around flat 15, push token, go around flat 15, set ground for us, pause radio climb, gear up 400 feet LNAV, we're going to climb straight ahead, look at that, 6,000 feet to Sumter. Nice, simple missed approach. A bit of high terrain actually on these mountains, either side of the airport to be aware of. We'll go east if we have any major problems. Cool. Landing on runway 32, it's not the longest of runways, 2,400, but more than long enough for us today.
Alpaca 22 Bravo, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1017.
What do I want? Performance landing. So runway 32, just grab the weather again. So it's 360 at 9. Temperature is 25. QNH 1014. Try flat 30. Fuel 4.3, alternatives 3.1 for Sierra Bravo Charlie Tango, wherever that is. A ton of fuel to burn before landing. And oh, look at that, landing weight exactly 60 tons. Lovely. There we are, flat 30, order brake 3. It's about 3/4 of the runway, and that should work out. Yeah, I think we can make golf of that. Plan to vacate at golf. If not, Foxtrot at the end. Flat 30, order brake 3. Excellent. Taxi and apron, we'll vacate at golf if we can, if not Foxtrot in via to Terminal 1. Or Terminal 2, where we're parking.
52 Victor Foxtrot, when ready, descend to fly level 120.
52 Victor Foxtrot. That's the aircraft ahead of us, the 75, I think.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, expected Pubis 1 Bravo arrival.
The Pubis 1 Bravo, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. MH, do you ever fly in the sim just for yourself without streaming anymore? Oh my god, look at the cockpit lighting. I've got the dome light on. Yeah, occasionally. And I did... So I usually when I go to new airports, so I just like to have a look at the sort of layouts and things like that mostly. So I use it for that, but primarily I use it for streaming. And I do a few less test sectors if it's the PMDG and ZIBO these days. I always make sure the scenery's installed. It's because I'm so busy now. But also testing aircraft as well. Now, if the cockpit lighting was working, that sky scene's great. But these clouds look horrible. I mean, these are thunderstorms. Like, if you see a cloud like that at 36,000 feet, you don't go anywhere near it. Let's have a look here. Brendan had a bleeds off takeoff from Corfu last summer on the Max, and those engines sounded quite nice with the small buzz saw. You get it full thrust. Oh, cool. Skid shotgun direct descent. Excellent. Brendan, you got delayed out of Corfu. Very cool. Cool, we've covered everything. The arrival, the RNAV approach. When we do the RNAV approach, we talk about how we fly it. So we talk about the configuration, sequence, the modes we're using, which is LNAV and VNAV. Landing gates, lovely day, 500 feet. Going to be fully stabilised by. For RNAV approach as well, you have to check your RMP for the approach. So 0. Well, it's currently 2 because we're on the cruise, but the approach RMP is 0.3, and we keep this page up because on the approach after the FAF, the cross-track error must not exceed half this figure, so this must not go over 0.15.
The center, Alpaca 4 Delta Charlie, ready for descent. Alpaca 4 Delta Charlie. Descend by the Jingle 1 Alpha arrival to fly to 7,000 feet, QNH 1017.
The airport selected on, there we go.
Descend by the Team 1 Alpha arrival to 7,000.
Yeah, smudges here. I mean, there's no decent weather radar in any sim, really.
Alpaca 1-2, clear direct to Kilo Papa 104.
Direct Kilo Papa 104, but Alpaca 1-2.
Alpaca 1-2, continue descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Turn on the cockpit lighting slightly, actually.
And say again the descent, please.
6,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Thank you, 6,1017, Alpaca 1-2.
Perfect. That's better. Actually, the P3D, the weather radar's pretty good. Never tried P3D ever. Never tried it. Max engine sound. The Max, I like the engine sound, especially on startup. It sounds like a baby 777 engine. Especially when you sort of add thrust as well. Well, the Max idle thrust has so much thrust available. When you release the parking brake, you don't add thrust. You know, it just rolls on its own. Two huge fans.
Alpaca 3-2 Bravo, contact tower 118.25.
So basically, I think they've had two tower controllers and one approach controller. Lee, thank you for organising another great MOGF. Oh, you're most welcome, Lee. Thanks for taking part. Sam, when you're flying an RNAV star, is it a requirement that you must use VNAV on it to comply with the restrictions, or can you use level change or VS as necessary? I'm thinking in terms of your height. Great question, Sam. So, on an RNAV approach here, if you are using LNAV, VNAV minima, you must use VNAV on the approach. Now, the latest point at my operator in which we must select VNAV is 2 miles before the descent point. And the descent point can be any nominated point, but it has to have a path afterwards. So typically it's the final approach fix. So 2 miles before this, we must be in VNAV. Now prior to that, you can use whatever mode you want, and if your high level changes, is ideal. Now, let's say VNAV, or you have an issue which prevents you from using VNAV, you can still fly this RMP approach. But you must fly to LNAV minima. Notice there's no VNAV. We can use VNAV, but if VNAV's not available, you can use VS, vertical speed, and fly the RMP approach. But this must have VNAV engaged. Hope that makes sense.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, expected to this 1 Bravo arrival for runway 3.
Reset MCP.
This 1 Bravo arrival 32 Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Alpaca 5-2 Bravo Zulu, request descent.
Alpaca 5-2 Bravo Zulu, descent to flight level 100.
Descent flight level 100, Alpaca 5-2 Bravo Zulu. So that's set, and again VNAV will automatically initiate the descent.
Alpaca 372 Echo, expect the Chingro 1 Alpha
excellent,
arrival, runway 15.
There we are. Down we go. The only thing I haven't set is... Sorry, good, I forgot to turn the chart off. There's no navies on an RMP approach, but you can tune something. And if you look here, there is a VOR at Florianópolis. We might as well use that. Just be careful not to use the DME and get the DME information confused with the RMP information. But it's better than nothing, so we'll tune 13.4 for the VOR, which is located on the field. Might as well, and there you go, look, the needles at least are pointing towards the airport. Skittish, thanks for the briefing. I'm ready for the approach now. Best of luck. Best of luck. It was a very brief brief. There we are, now the sun has set, the cockpit lighting, the actual backlighting is now illuminating the aircraft, the cockpit well. Oh, silence. It's like a stealth 7-3. Perfect. So a bit of weather en route, but again, see how it materialises in the sim. You'd be wanting to sort of, well, you'd probably be above that, but this you'd be concerned about, this you'd be very concerned about, and you'd sort of be manipulating the weather radar to see where the weather is on your descent, and if there's any over the airport as well. Sam, when I was doing the cross the pond, I noticed the wind to into Chicago didn't have an altitude restriction. I guess that's because in the US they tend to use vectors a lot more. No, not really. The US have these great stars where you just simply set a lower altitude and you just descend and it keeps you perfectly on vertical profile. It's really depends on the airspace. A lot of stars in the UK, for example, they don't terminate at an approach point. They just dump you into a hold. And in the UK, you get vectors everywhere. Nowhere's procedural. You always get vectors. It's just different countries have different ways of building these things. There are some nice stealth capabilities. RF called and they're saying they would love to get some. Well, Matej, I know the joke's on you because they actually have the 737 in the RF. I'll have you know, it's called Poseidon, but it's not for stealth reasons. I think it's good because it is an actual good round aeroplane. But is it the Navy or is it the RF? What do they use it for? Maritime defence, I think. Brendan, the only thing I dislike about the backs of the winglets, they could have done better. I think aesthetics are obviously a nice point, but it's primarily in the way it manipulates induced drag, I think. Still better to make it a stealthy Poseidon. True. Anti-sub, very cool.
Thank you, appreciate it. Alpaca 62, echo requesting descent.
No way, Berlin flight. Viracopos is the 9th busiest airport on the network right now, just behind JFK and before Orlando. I love that. That's such a stat. I love that. Tiny little airport in Brazil, which, unless you're from Brazil, you probably wouldn't have heard of. Whoever thought about flying to. I love that. What a stat. Well, I can see some weather ahead. I can see it on the weather radar, but I'd be requesting vectors around it. But and again, a desktop simulator doesn't seem to be much point. Now, VNAV's doing its job very nicely. 25,000 feet, should be about 75 miles plus slowing down to touchdown. Excellent. Looking good. All that lovely ortho I downloaded. Oh, distorted.
Unrestricted flight level 340, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, thank you very much. A nota 703, Curitiba muito boa, continua descida para 5.000 metros, que legal no 017, agora do ISP Susi.
It's getting a little bit of light turbulence. Oops, now you're back to 25, thanks Brendan. Yes, you know what, you might be right, but seatbelts on. Three degrees.
Ford Alpha Charlie, report of current speed, please. Currently 300 knots, Alpaca Ford Alpha Charlie. Sorry, Ford Alpha Charlie, just had a bug on my audio. Can you say that again? Sure, no problem. 300 knots, Alpaca Ford Alpha Charlie.
That's better. Cockpit lighting's coming alight now.
Charlie, Ford Alpha Charlie, reduce to 180 knots after passing flight level 100, please. 62180 after passing flight level 100, Alpaca 1.
Okay, there's 20,000 feet. Just quick check the pressurization. 6.0 descending. Everything's looking good.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, contact Florianópolis control 119.65.
119.65. Thank you very much for the great ETC Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Bye.
Boy.
What was the information? Florianópolis. Information. D8 information Charlie.
You're following a traffic on a 1 mile final. Could you approach Alpaca 652?
Florianópolis approach. Good evening. Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Descending flight level 100 inbound Foxtrot Lima 941 on the Pubis 1 Bravo.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, hello, Florianópolis approach, ready contact, continue descent, 4000, QNH 1014, expect the RP Yankee, remain 32.
To altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1014, expecting RP Yankee runway 32, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Perfect, so 4,000 feet checked as we brief the RP Yankee. Set QNH 1014, passing 17,500 for 4,000 feet. And standby altimeter is set. Greg, have you been watching the new Fallout series? I haven't. I've never really watched anything or played Fallout. Where it's sort of it's like a nuclear, a post-nuclear apocalyptic game, isn't it, of some sorts? Actually, one thing, I haven't been playing much on my MetaQuest, I haven't had time because I've been out of base. I think I can get on MetaQuest, blank. Portal. Portal. I had Portal on the PS years ago. Portal and Portal 2, such an epic game. Apparently you can get it. You can get it in VR. That'd be awesome. Amazing, wasn't it, Cap? And who was the actor that played the voice of I can't remember the actor's name now. Yeah, I mean, it was an epic game. Yeah, and I think you can get it either via Steam or via MetaQuest somehow. That was huge, wasn't it? I never played the original. I only ever played Portal 2. Is that the actor? I'd have to look it up. Actress. I'm looking this up. What should we fly? Wheatley, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Stephen Merchant. Stephen Merchant, that's the actor who played it. Portal 2. Wheatley. Oh, yeah. 2011. No, only a mere 13 years ago it came out. Epic game. Second channel. Oh, dear. Not tonight, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going on to earlies. I go back to work on Wednesday. Up on earlies. There we are, so approaching the decel point. The mod's been flawless. Both the PMGG and mod are working really well so far. Let's see how the landing goes in the mod. But the PMGG was really good yesterday, and the mod's been excellent as well today. I haven't actually once had to go, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. There's the decel point. And the real aircraft can lag a bit behind this for, you know, the external forces. And what it'll do, it will level off at 10,000 until the speed's below 250. We'll do the post-cruise checks now, though. So Fuel 4 pumps, lights, logos on, angular bank is set to 25, pressurization 3.5 and set. Verify the belts are on, recall, checks complete.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, 4 sequencing, turn right heading 260 degrees.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, was that Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu?
It's an Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, 4 sequencing, right turn heading 260 degrees.
Right heading 260 degrees, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. So again, off the track we go, so straight away to vertical speed, 1,000 feet per minute.
Alpaca
Just
23
creating a
Lima,
gap
4
there.
sequencing, flight heading 220 degrees.
Heading 220 degrees.
So just creating a bit of a gap between us and the traffic ahead. Oh, look at that. It's full moon tonight, is it? Yeah, there's 2 video game stories I've played. Well, Red Dead Redemption was really good. Red Dead Redemption 2 with Arthur. Another one which I played in my teens was Metal Gear Solid 3. That was epic. Such an awesome game. And even they made, was it Metal Gear Solid 5 they made about 7-8 years ago on the Xbox? That was really good as well. When you were on like this oil rig, I played that. It was before I started the channel. This, but yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 was awesome.
Florianópolis control.
So off the approach we go again. I can shallow off the descent more under radar control, but just be aware of the MSA, which to the northeast of the airfield is 3,400. Oh, MGS, don't tell me your YouTube tag is the acronym for Metal Gear Solid. Mathis Kingdom Come, I've never heard of that one, I'm afraid. Yeah, Brendan, light's looking good, yeah. Once it gets the sun set. Route now direct to Epcon, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. So execute, L no. And you can see we're about 1,000 feet below your profile, which is why I went 500 feet per minute now. So once we get within sort of 500 feet, I'll go back to VNAV, which will command 1,000 feet per minute. Ooh, what's going on here? Is it because I've entered this cloud? 24 degrees, I definitely don't need engine anti-ice. Ooh, bit of turbulence. Yes, the turbulence behaviour is interesting. Whoa, what is going on? That is very interesting. I'm not looking at chat anymore. Alright, look at... Oh! My controls. Earth is going on. What the world is going on? Can't explain. Oh, unless I've gone right through a supercell thunderstorm.
Alpaca 52 Victor Foxtrot, unable reduce speed 160 knots. 160.
Go on, you could do it. You could do it. VNAV. Look, just to show you. Just sat here casually, whilst the autopilot is doing I don't know what. It's an 8 knot wind and light green radar return. Oh yeah, New Sky. What, he's going to punish me for that? Something that's completely outside of my control. Anyway, Aircon 4000 set. We'd best do the approach checks. Descent checks we would have done as well. Oh, I'll better wrap
Descent
off both.
checklist. Pressurization.
Got marked down.
Set.
It's not my fault.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Nice.
Approach
Calm down,
briefing and
East.
fuel.
Discussed.
IAS and alt bugs.
Checked and set.
Descent checklist complete.
Punished by New Sky.
Approach checklist. Altimeters and instruments.
So on the QNH, so that is good.
Set and cross-checked.
Approach
Well, we're
aids.
not using the VR, but it's tuned and identified.
Checked and set.
Approach checklist complete.
There we are. We're downwind for runway 32 on the RMP approach. I know, Brandon. I was saying, oh, the mod's doing a really good job. Defense to the mod. I don't think that's a mod issue. I think that's an explained weather issue.
Stand by Alpaca 52, Victor Foxtrot, continue approach, number 2, following a Boeing 737. Number 2, continue approach.
Reaching the tower. Oh no, I think it's just approach on now.
And was that Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo trying to check in?
Excellent, sir.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo,
checks.
Florianópolis control.
So 4,000 feet is as low as we can go. Approaching the decel.
Descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QH1014, and expecting
that cloud there.
runway 32, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Due to scenery miss alone, I was at 80 feet left to set to land.
Clear, IMP Yankee approach from 832.
Cleared RMP Yankee 32, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. So we can now step down as per the procedure. So when we're 1 mile from Epcon, we can step down to 2,500 feet. I'll just make reference to a chart for you occasionally so you can see where we are. So again, at my operator, we wait until we're 1 mile before the charted altitude to step down. That's just sort of CFIT, control flight to terrain, runway, just to make sure we don't get low. CFIT prevention primarily. So approaching base legs, speed checked. I'll open the speed window now. Oops. And 1 mile to come. 2,500 feet, and with approach logic and the new logic it stays VNAV path now. This is excellent so far from the mod. Flat 1 we have, speed checked. We use flap 2 just to fly 180 knots. Got a bit of a headwind on base leg here. There's flap 2. Next altitude we can step down to is 1,700 feet. Don't know what it's saying, drag required. Yeah, excellent path. This is really, really nice. Perfect. Interesting sky colours again. Very good. There's the aircraft on final. 52 Victor Foxtrot, sufficient spacing.
1,000 to go.
Checked. Foxtrot Lima 989 is the initial fix. Next is the final approach fix, Foxtrot Lima 988. VNAV's gone quite shallow now. Usually the real aircraft will be doing more of an idle path descent, so it's gone quite shallow actually, VNAV. 1 mile, approaching 1 mile before, so we can now step down to 1,700 feet. I'll go flap 5, turning final. Oops, forgot to set the courses. Again, on an RMP approach it won't make any difference, it's more just merely for reference. Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu turning final for the RMP. Yankee runway 32.
Alpaca 5 Bravo Zulu, roger, continue approach, QH1014, traffic is already on the ground, located in about 10 seconds.
Roger, continue approach, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Checked. Yeah, VNAV's done a VNAV's doing a good job again. Now the behaviour's a bit different. It's sort of what the PMDG was doing. It's sort of levelled off, done a very shallow descent, whereas the real aeroplane would do a much more efficient idle path descent, a steeper descent here. Instead it sort of got me quite low. It's just doing 500 feet per minute. The good news is, after the FAF, it will follow the glide path. And you can sort of see, if we look straight here, zooming in, you see 3 reds. It would usually be doing a lot more of a gentler descent.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, runway 32, clear to land, winds 020 degrees, 9 knots.
Okay, 32 clear to land, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu.
Alpaca 23 Lima.
Good, so approaching descent, so minimums rounded up is 500 feet. Verify VNAV path, and the speed window is open. Once it passes the FAF, it will descend appropriately. So we must be at the FAF 1640, which is looking good. Try and rattle off some altitude distance cross check. So we'll start configuring as soon as we pass the FAF, which is at 4.9 miles. It's got very bright in here now.
Alpaca 23 Lima, reduce speed to 160 knots and maintain the altitude 40.
So there's the FAF. 1640, no flags. Altitude checks, no flags. There it goes down on the 3-degree path. So gear down, flap 15, match speed. And landing checklist, 2 flaps.
Landing checklist. Start
Flap
switches.
25,
Continuous.
flap 30.
Recall.
Check.
Speed brake.
Armed. Green light.
Landing gear.
Down 3 greens.
Perfect.
Auto brake.
Auto brake
So
3
we're already
set.
past that distance
Flaps.
there.
Flaps 30 set. Green light.
Landing lights.
On.
Landing checklist
So
complete.
it's quite tricky with the altitude distance cross checks because they're all based off the distance from the threshold, whereas the RMP is based off a waypoint approaching us. Top of the white bar, guys, on the 737 meter, 1,000 feet above the ground. That's the point at which we set the missed approach altitude, which is at 6,000 feet set. Very good by the mod. It was just that shallow descent before the FAF. Right, pitch and power looks good. We are 60 tons, 1 degree, 57% will work out nicely. Disconnecting the autothrottle, disconnecting the autopilots. Just pitched up a little bit when I disconnected, that's weird. 2 reds, 2 whites, looks like there's no centre line lighting here actually. Because there's an RMP approach, you can leave the flight directors on all the way till touchdown. Okay, they might not provide the most accurate guidance, unlike an ILS. Oh, too many voices!
Good evening. Passing flight level 170 for flight level 100.
Minimum.
Continue. So I'm looking out most of the time now. Look, keep the runway at the same point as the windscreen. A little bit low actually, 3 reds. Shallow off the rate descent to about 500. There we are.
300.
Back onto the picture.
Continue descent to 4,000 QNH 1.
A little bit of a crossing for the right actually.
RB and K runway 32 Alpaca 471.
200.
Checks.
Alpaca 23 Lima, continue approach.
Smidge high. Keep descending. Watch the rate of descent.
100.
Continue approach number 2, Alpaca 220.
50. 40. 30.
Check.
20.
Close. Hold the attitude. Hold the attitude. Keep the wings up. Ballooned ever so slightly there. That'll do. Speed brakes up. Centre line. Left rudder, left rudder, left rudder, left rudder. I put so much left rudder in. Come on. There we go. Gently lower those. It's a bit off centre line there. I'm going to get punished by New Sky. 100. I'm floated.
80 knots.
Manual braking. There's the first step. I'm going to have to go to the end. 60 knots. Cancelling reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Florianópolis. There we kids. Lighting looks very good.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, left on Foxtrot, contact ground 121.7 on the way.
Left on Foxtrot, ground 121.7. Thank you very much for your time this evening, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Bye.
Thank you, boy.
Perfect.
Alpaca 23 Lima, runway 3.
Over to ground.
Have a nice week, Mr.
What's this?
Mr. Mateo, Matesh. Thank you so much for flying Florianópolis. Muito obrigado, Victor. Vamos para a próxima. Vai Alpaca 5 Victor Fox.
Very passionate guy.
Muito obrigado. Português?
I heard about this guy. Let's see what New Sky scores for later.
52
Right, we'll vacate.
Portuguese? Unfortunately negative. I speak a little. Oh, it's not that's the same. Thank you. Have a nice week, man.
Florianópolis ground, Boitard, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, vacated 32 on Delta.
52 Bravo Zulu, welcome to Florianópolis, the Magical Islands. Continue taxi via Fox Delta, Golf, Gate 04. Attention to another aircraft on the maneuver areas.
Foxtrot Delta Golf stand 04, Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu. Thank you. Perfect. Right, we'll taxi in. He's had it very, very passionate, didn't he? Right, let's do the taxi in flow. Transponder to out off. Trim resets. Water brake to off. Flight directors off. 6,100. Reset. Start switches to off. Oops. And probes off. Good. That landing was a bit messy. Right, taxiing straight in then. Next right stand is number 4. So in via in via Golf, first right. Very enjoyable group flight, guys. Great fun this month. Well, I enjoy all of them, but great turnout. AC's been spectacular. Crank up the APU. Turn these landing lights off because they'll be blinding off everyone. Now, stand number 4 is sort of a... It's a bit sort of crooked. It's here. That was just perfect group flight. Really enjoyable. And I'm glad that there's a lot of people watching. Usually we saw we've got around 20-30 people. We had about 40-50 all day. But that's because of you guys getting a notification, which is good. Turn off and taxi. Yeah, well, we nearly crashed and died only once today. Shutting down to Master Caution ELEC, that'll be source off. AP on the bus.
Good evening, Alpaca 23 Lima, vacate from Golf.
Perfect.
Alpaca 23 Lima, welcome to the Florianópolis.
Oh, music ended perfectly as well when we arrived on stand. Beautiful. Right, 2 blues, 1 red, engine's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Florianópolis. 21:35 Zulu. Was it 3 hours ahead? Oh no, 3 hours behind. Try and get that right. It's 59-minute flight time. Perfect. Do the transit shutdown flow. Yes, it's, you guys are eager to find out how I scored. I'm not. Closed flight. Let's see how we did it. Oh dear, oh dear.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu on gate.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu on stand for. Muito obrigado for the ATC, sir.
Alpaca 52 Bravo Zulu, thank you so much. Have a nice weekend. Thanks to fly the average from Florianópolis.
Oh yeah, we it's a different airport for us, for most of us, so we just wanted to go somewhere different, and the ATC from yourself and all your colleagues have been excellent, thank you.
Thank you, good night.
Good night. Perfect. It was really nice, isn't it? It was awesome. Right, let's have a look at how I did on New Sky. Let me get it up first so you guys can actually see it. 9.73, not bad. See, I nearly crashed. Well, I didn't crash. There was some significant roll there, and I didn't even get punished for that roll rate. Oh, I mean, I'm a winner just for getting that in. Oh, I was so lucky. Crikey. Yeah, what was it? Hashtag rigged. Yeah, what was the maximum roll I got? It was only a mere, what was it? Like 90 degrees, so I win. That's too loud. Dear. Right, let's turn off New Sky. 9.7, yeah, and my punishment, what was it for? Centerline deviation. Yeah, it was a little bit to the right-hand side, to be fair. It wasn't my best sim landing, I'll admit. Brilliant. Right, we best get some giveaways sorted, hadn't we? Turn off Fly Live. We've got Alpaca 62 Echo coming into land as well, so we'll keep an eye out on that. And I'll get the giveaways. Yeah, even parked off kilter. Yeah, let's not talk about that. There was no guidance. Right. Right, oh, my giveaway. My PC's gone very slow here in the background. I think that's explain. What's my FPS here? Yeah, 45. Okay, list randomizer's all up. So, I don't know why it's taking so long to sort of load up. This is a very nice song, isn't it? Perfect. Guys, my Windows is completely on a go slow. Basically I have to click out of it to then click in. Oh, come on PC. It does struggle in explain. It's this. I can see the FPS counter's gone a bit skew with. Right, can you guys see the list randomizer? So I'm copying and pasting, if it'll let me, everyone who participated in the group flight. please work. Copy. Paste. There we go. So we're all here. There we are. So the long list of everyone that took part, and of course we had some people who participated who might not have been on the list, but I always publish this about an hour before the group flights. We'll roll it twice. It doesn't matter which group you're in, it's just either group 1 or 2. It'll just simply be randomised. Whoever's at the top of the list will be the winner of the giveaway. So let's now roll that here. Because I've clicked out, I'm trying to click in. There we go, it's all working now. So let's roll the first one. The winner of the first giveaway is Bismarck. Bismarck, I don't know if you've won one before, but you have today. Well done, Bismarck. As usual, gift voucher of your choice from any of the stores or anything like that, or an X-Plane gift card, or I don't think you're from the UK, so I can't give you the Amazon gift card. But anyway, let's just roll it again, see what happens once more. Patrick 1801, Patrick 1801. Oh, I came second. I'll take that. Ah, there we are. Well done, Patrick 1801, you are the winner of the second giveaway. There we go. Right, we'll minimise that here. We'll minimise that there. Excellent. I've made a note of everyone who has won the giveaway prizes. There we go. Perfect. I don't think we've got anyone landing. Yeah, we'll look at one landing. Oh, it's Andy. No pressure. Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo. Yeah, landing was a bit... bit off centerline today as well. Yeah, I guess is there actually no centerline lighting here in real life? Oh, I don't have Navigraph open anymore. Crikey, yeah, it's my PC. Oh, that's better. Let's have a quick look at Navigraph. Just want to see if there is centerline lighting here. I'm not familiar with JEP charts. Ah, I can't find it. Where's like the... I don't know what the symbol is for centerline lighting. I don't think it has centerline lighting here. Well, it's definitely not in the sim. Here comes Andy. No pressure. Oh, just about to go over the threshold. What's with the lights? It's like a lion's mane, I think we mentioned last time. Oh, check. Boom. He's going to have to be honest with us on that one. No bounce, though. Oh, he's got that crosswind from the right. Yeah, not bad at all. I think his centerline deviation is better than mine. Brilliant. Awesome. Well, that was enjoyable. Really enjoyed that group flight. I see Alpaca. 62 Echo taxiing in as well. There's 9 Alpha Kilo going to the end like oneself. Awesome. Right, should we do some replays? Call it a day. What a group flight, guys. Really enjoyed that one. Easy son. Yes, is what what's his name would say. Heathrow. I always forget his name. Right. Let's try the replay music. Oh no, first I better lock off VATSIM. So yeah, please drop a message to VATSIM Brazil if you enjoyed the ATC today. It was a fantastic service, very enthusiastic, and a great job which was a great turnout this month. I think we had like 35 people in the end, so awesome that so many of you are participating, and always feel free to join at any point if you wish to every month as well. Right then, so now let's try the replay. Oh no, I've still turned down from last stream. Whoops. There we go. Right. Let's still zooming back. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're okay. We're okay. We're all good. We're all good.
400.
Bit dark though. Oh, I floated. I was just so close to touching down. What's with the yellow runway edge lights in X-Plane as well? A bit dark, couldn't see anything. Oh, I was so close to touching down there. Yeah, I did bump. I didn't float. I went up a bit. Oh, a lot of tyre smoke. One more from this side. You can see there's a bit of a crab. Nice little puff of tyre smoke, isn't it? Awesome. Well, I didn't need to get the ortho for the airport, never mind. Didn't realise it actually sun would have set by the time we landed. Awesome stuff. Right then, I'll pop you back in here so you can enjoy the view. Turn this in down slightly whilst I replay back there. Awesome. Steve M spoken. Yes, Skittish Belly moved it back and it's gone. Yes, it hadn't gone far. My replay's been crashing a lot as recently. Yeah, it's been okay for me in the last few streams, Scottish. So I always press the rewind button first, then go from there. Apparently that helps. Don't know why. Irish Flyer, thanks, Camp. Great MOGF as always. Lovely flying over you. Roll on number 53. Awesome. Hope you can make that one too, buddy. Planey, thank you for another great MOGF, Captain. Great to see. Great views because of weather and timing. Awesome. Been a lovely way to spend some time on a Sunday. Thank you. You're most welcome, Steve. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you very much as ever for your continued support as members. Don't hesitate to tag me in any of the channels. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. You can DM me as well. I am approachable at any time. I'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Hope you're enjoying your time as members and enjoy the upcoming week. And yeah, I'll try and squeeze in stage events in the next week or two. So I know it's been a month since we've done one of those, so I'll think of something to do and I'll keep you posted in Discord. Awesome stuff, guys. Enjoy what's left of the weekend. I'll see you soon. Cheerio.